Hello and welcome to 2024. Hope all of you had a wonderful holiday season and a happy new year. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Steve Thoele. I'm a principal broker with Premier Property Group, and this is another market update for the Sherwood real estate market. This update is going to cover the last 8 weeks of market activity ending this past Sunday, uh, December 31st. So going to switch over here, share my screen with you, and let's go through the info here together. So first off, we'll look at active listings, homes on the market right now. You can kind of see it's been a pretty slow last 6 weeks or so, which you get into, late November, December. That's kind of what happens. So only had one new listings last week in Sherwood, and only two the week prior to that. And you kind of see we have seen kind of this decline in inventory over the past 8 weeks. We had a high of 83 homes on the market, and you kind of see we finished this last week with 61 homes uh, active on the market in Sherwood. The median price and the days on market for those active listings, you can see that has definitely kind of been on the decline. Had a high of 776,000 8 weeks back, and got clear down to 700,000 as of this last week in Sherwood. So, pretty sizable decline over this past 8 weeks in terms of what's active on the market. And then days on market, that's kind of gone the other direction. That's gone up. So we had a low of 52 days on the market 8 weeks back, got up to a high of 85 days 2 weeks ago, and dropped a bit this last week to 79 days of market time for these 60 homes that are active on the market right now in Sherwood. So, definitely things, on average are, remaining on the market longer these days. Okay, pending sales. So last week I showed we had 5 properties go pending, pretty good for the last week of the year, up one from the prior week. And you can kind of see we were kind of on the increase for the first part of the period here, had 37 up to 46 pendings here about a month ago. And then since then it has been kind of coming down, and we hit a slight low here of 34 homes right now are in pending status in Sherwood as of right now. And the median price and days on market for these pending listings, that has been rising on both measures. We had a low of 650 in terms of the price here 8 weeks back, and high of 720 2 weeks ago. It dropped a bit just to 710 this last week. And then days on market, that has risen from a low of 33 days here about 5 weeks back, and has gotten clear up to 74 days of average market time for these most recent 34 homes that are right now in pending status in Sherwood. And then last, we'll look at the sold listings. So as of the time I put this together, show we had 8 properties last week, crossover from pending to sold, same as the week prior. So, pretty active the last 2 weeks of the year in terms of closings in Sherwood. And when I look back over the prior 4 weeks of closings on a week by week basis here, you can kind of see that's the red bars. We've had a low of 18 closings over the prior 4 weeks here, 6 weeks back, and then it has been on the rise from there. So this last week we hit a kind of a high over the past 8 week period of 28 closings over the prior 4 week period. So it's a pretty busy December, relatively speaking, in Sherwood for closed transactions. And the median sold price and days on market, we kind of see we were close to about 700,000 here for the first couple of weeks in the period. And then it did clear down to a low of 560,000, and then popped back up here these past couple of weeks at right around 650. So 654,000 is the most recent reading on that in terms of the price. And then the days on market, fairly tight range, actually. Had a low of 30, high of 38, hit 31 days of average market time for, again, these most recent 28 homes that have sold in Sherwood. And then the last piece of data here we'll look at is the weeks of inventory and the sale price as a percent of the original list price. You can kind of see that the red bars is the weeks of inventory, and it's it has come down. We hit a high of 18 weeks of inventory here 6 weeks back, and with the increase in closings we've had over this month, and a relatively I guess we have had a decline in supply, but it's so the combination of those two things have driven this kind of weeks of inventory number down to about 9 weeks right now is kind of what we have in Sherwood. And then the sale price as a percent of the original list price, that has come back up here over the past few weeks. We had a low of about just above 95% on average here 5 weeks back, and it got up to a little under 97%. And it did fall back this week to about 95.5. So, pricing power is, been a little choppy here as of late. But, all in all, only have, basically 2 months of inventory, and the dead of winter is, that's pretty low of all the markets that I look at right now. So, and then if you've been watching these videos for a while, this will be something new that I'm going to start doing, and kind of keeping a tab on what's happening with interest rates, mortgage rates, since they're such a huge driver and kind of the affordability equation for people and the market. So what we're looking at is the year's worth of the 30-year fixed rate mortgage, which is kind of the conventional 30-year fixed conventional mortgage, kind of the bread and butter rate a lot of people get. And you can kind of see we started came into last year with rates right around 6.5%. They got down to low as 6, and then we just kind of saw this long, slow, painful climb in rates, getting up to just a little bit of 8% here in about mid-October is kind of where it peaked. And then you can kind of see from there we have made a pretty dramatic decrease over the past 2.5 months or so. From there, particularly when we got into December, it really kind of accelerated down. So right now we're at about 6.6, 6.7, right around there. And I think everybody's seems to think that this is going to kind of continue to decline as we go throughout 2024. The Fed, did announce last month that they're kind of done with their rate tightening cycle, and they see inflation as moderating and coming down, which is music to the ears of bond investors. So that's kind of why we're seeing this decrease in rates. And nobody has a crystal ball, but everybody seems to think that we will see an improvement as we kind of move through 2024 on rates. And hopefully that is the case, because it obviously will help affordability, and might get down to a level at some point where we'll start to see more sellers start to enter the market again as well, willing to give up their really cheap 3% mortgage rate that a lot of people are kind of sitting on right now. So that is the update for now, and hope it was helpful as always. If I can answer questions or be of help, please don't hesitate to reach out. We'd love to talk with you. My phone and email address are always down below these videos. So please reach out, give me a call, send me an email or text, and I would be happy to talk with you. So as always, really appreciate any feedback that you give me on these videos. Likes, comments, shares are all appreciated. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet on YouTube, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you leave. And it's just a great way for you to kind of get these regular updates and keep tabs on what's happening in your local real estate market. So hope you have a fantastic day and week ahead, and we'll see you on the next update.